What's going on? My name is Kyle, aka RACERKNIGHT99, ladies and gentlemen. And guys, it's that time of year again. The four football teams of who is going to be made to the Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara, California next month in February 8th, 2026 for Super Bowl 60. So anyway, the four football teams who's going to play for a championship for the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship. For the AFC Championship, you got the New England Patriots versus the Denver Broncos for the AFC Championship. And then for the NFC Championship, you got the Seattle Seahawks versus the LA Rams. And the team I am going to start off with is the New England Patriots. So, guys, it's been 7 years the last time that the Patriots were in the championship. It was all the way back in 2019. If you guys remember, back in 2019, it was Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, Julian Edelman, and James White, and then the head coach, Bill Belichick. That was the last time the Patriots were in the championship and make to the Super Bowl. That was back in 7 years ago. And now, 7 years later, this time is Drake May racing for an MVP, Stephon Diggs, Hunter Henry, Ramondre Stevenson, and Travion Henderson, the rookie running back, and the head coach, Mike Vrabel, are in the championship for the New England Patriots for the first time in 7 years. That's been a long time ago, by the way. 2019 was the year that the Patriots won the Super Bowl back in Super Bowl 53. And now, 7 years later, they're back in the championship for the first time since 7 years. So I gotta say, for the New England Patriots, what an amazing season they had. They had some ups, they had some downs, but they had a very great season. Could the New England Patriots, Drake May, make to the Super Bowl for the first time in 7 years? We'll see how it goes. And now we're going to talk about the Denver Broncos. I got to say, for the Denver Broncos, they had one of the best seasons also. They were the #1 seed. Bo Nix was supposed to play in the championship game, but unfortunately, he suffered a broken ankle after they got the win against the Bills in the divisional round. So just want to say, players go to Bo Nix, by the way. I thought Bo Nix was going to play in the championship, but unfortunately, he suffered a broken ankle. So, backup quarterback, the former New England Patriots quarterback, Jarrett Stidham, is going to play for Bo Nix in the championship game. Could Jarrett Stidham, the backup quarterback from the Denver Broncos, could they make to the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 50. I forgot about that. The last time that the Denver Broncos were into the championship, all the way back in 10 years ago, were Peyton Manning's final season, and then they won to the Super Bowl back in Super Bowl 50. So that was almost 10 years ago, by the way. Could the Denver Broncos make to the Super Bowl for the first time since 10 years ago? We're about to find out. So anyway, so that is the teams who's going to play for the AFC Championship. The New England Patriots versus the Denver Broncos. And now let's get on to the NFC Championship. And the team I'm going to start off with, the Seattle Seahawks. Guys, the Seahawks had an amazing, great season. They're the #1 seed. Sam Darnold, Jackson Smith, and Cooper Kupp had one of the best seasons, by the way. They've done a very great job. So, the Seahawks, they haven't been to the championship since back in 2015. Russell Wilson back in 2015. And now, 11 years later, the Seahawks are back in the championship, trying to get back to the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 49. Could the Seahawks, the #1 seed of the NFC team, could the Seahawks make the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 49? We'll see how it goes, and we're about to find out. And now, let's get on to the LA Rams. So, the LA Rams are back in the championship. I gotta say, for Matthew Stafford, he has some ups and downs. And after the Rams defeated the Bears in the divisional round, and on to the championship round against the Seahawks. So anyway, the LA Rams, they are the 2-time Super Bowl champions. The Rams are trying to get back to the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 56. Matthew Stafford has done a very great job, by the way. Could Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams goes back to the Super Bowl for the first time since Super Bowl 56? We're about to find out. So anyway, so that is the teams of the NFC team for the championship. The Seattle Seahawks versus the LA Rams. And now let's get on to the predictions of who's going to make to Super Bowl 60. So my predictions, who is going to make to Super Bowl 60 for the AFC Championship team, I am going to go with the New England Patriots. And then for the NFC Championship team, I am going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. So the rematch of Super Bowl 49. So that is going to be my predictions of who they're going to make to the Super Bowl this year or not. The Patriots versus the Seahawks. So that's going to be my prediction. So let me guys know in the comments below who you guys think who's going to make to the Super Bowl 60. The Patriots, the Broncos, the Seahawks, or the Rams. Let me guys know in the comments below. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, by the way. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, click the bell notification turned on. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Have an amazing, awesome day. See you guys soon. Like I said, let me guys know in the comments below who you guys think is going to make to the Super Bowl. The Rams, the Seahawks, the Patriots, or the Broncos. So anyway, have a great day. See you guys soon and have an amazing, fantastic, awesome day.